Ready for the ride of your life? Meet a plane that redefines the word jumbo. It's one of the world's largest aircraft, the Galaxy C5. Stretching nearly a football field long and higher than 6 stories, this monster's bigger than a warehouse. But it can fly. It's the military's ace in the hole for getting big things, long distances, in a hurry. Today, you'll get a special glimpse inside this massive aircraft. It will carry over 50 tons of life-saving equipment to Iraq.
All stations ready.
To deliver the goods, the megaplane's power and endurance will be put to the test. This hero will reveal the secrets of flying the world's heaviest loads and show it's got the right stuff. Dover Air Force Base, Delaware. Each year, over 90,000 tons of cargo pass through Dover, destined for US troops abroad. The fastest way to get the troops the goods? By aircraft. But not just any aircraft. Dover's home to a fleet of supreme weightlifters, the gigantic Galaxy C5s.
Pulling off, crew.
You have traffic 12 Mach 2.
The C5 makes commercial planes look puny. Here's a Humvee, and here's a jet. And finally, the C5. Stretching more than 70 meters, this mega plane is longer than the entire first flight of the Wright brothers.
You see it flying up in the sky and it's like, wow. Hear it going over, it's the loudest thing you've ever heard.
It's over 6 stories high and can carry 4 times as much cargo as a standard jet. Dover has 32 C5 planes in all, and they're kept busy.
Option 17 assault, cautionary turbulence heavy C5 departing.
Contact Dover around the 125.9.
Today, one C5 receives an important assignment. The plane must fly over 50 tons of equipment to Iraq, pick up a new shipment, and bring it home. They'll fly farther than 21,000 kilometers for more than 29 hours. The cargo's urgent, vital add-on armor for the transport vehicles used by American troops in Iraq. This armor is key for the soldiers' security. But that's not all the megaplane can carry. It can comfortably transport 2 full platoons and all their gear, anywhere in the world on a moment's notice. And as operations continue, the megaplane can deliver just about anything the troops need. From trucks, to tanks, to choppers. This heavyweight was designed for the toughest missions. It has incredible range.
We can carry a lot of cargo where it needs to go.
With the help of an air tanker, the C5 can travel the long distance to Iraq without even stopping for gas. That's over 10,000 kilometers. And the plane's amazing loading maneuvers allow it to take on some awkward cargo. Need to load a tank? The C5's massive frame can transform from an awesome aircraft to a drive-through warehouse in just minutes. The nose and tail of the plane tilt up, and then the plane actually kneels within a meter of the ground. It lowers a ramp, and the vehicle drives right on. But it's the cargo space that makes the C-5 a true champion of the skies. Over 1,000 cubic meters of equipment can fit here. The space is divided into 2 floors. The rear top deck seats up to 73 soldiers. And the nose holds roomy quarters for the crew, including the galley, bunk room and flight deck. The bottom floor is custom designed for cargo. 14 Humvees, 7 Huey helicopters, or 2 Abrams tanks can fit comfortably inside.
Something that big is not supposed to get off the ground. But we see this thing get off the ground every day, 10, 20 times. It's just amazing.
The megaplane was born out of necessity as America's international role expanded. World War II had proved the strategic power of airlifts. Planes transported troops and provisions to the front lines, creating a decisive advantage. The bigger the aircraft, the more it could carry. And the United States was determined to have the biggest to support their growing missions abroad. In the 1960s, they began designing the world's most daring plane. It would carry dozens of troops, tons of cargo, and be able to refuel in the air. But many doubted it would ever get off the ground. Engineers knew they had 2 major challenges in getting an aircraft this big to take flight. 1. Creating enough power or thrust to get the plane airborne. And 2. Designing a frame strong enough to support a record-breaking payload. Years of development produced a powerful engine, but the frame proved tricky. Early flights revealed wing stress. Large cracks developed after long flights. New reinforced wings were installed, easing the problem. But how would the jumbo plane handle in combat? The aircraft's first tour was in Vietnam. The C-5 was able to airdrop soldiers, jeeps, and even tanks behind enemy lines. In the first Persian Gulf War, the megaplane won fame for its incredible cargo capacity. It took just 3 weeks for the fleet to deliver over 1 million kilograms of equipment to the front lines. The C-5 had revolutionized military airlift capacity, but its missions are not without cost. 2 C-5s have crashed in military operations, and in 2004, a megaplane barely survived a missile attack in Iraq. Today's mission once again puts the C-5 through the ultimate test. The plane must carry its massive load of armor to one of the most dangerous combat zones in the Middle East. Insurgents regularly use surface-to-air missiles and rocket-propelled grenades to attack aircraft. This enormous machine will have to be ready to respond to the worst its enemies offer, by performing at its absolute best. For its mission to Iraq, the Galaxy C-5 must be able to carry a whopping 54 tons of cargo. That's as much weight as 10 mobile homes.